Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to D&V Investigations, where we have a little less D, but a whole lot of balls. I am your host, Vicky. How are you tonight? What a week! Has it not been? Goodness gracious. I even started on time. Hello, Mike McMahon Art. Hey, Snuggy. Hello, Bubba Fats. Nice to see you. And Hero Shack. Hi. Oh, boy. Oh boy. It's gonna be a bit of copyright shit tonight, people. I am sorry, but everything but Shane, because Shane can't tie into anything but the H3H3 update I want to talk about. I've got oh man. You know how you watch one video and then the algorithm smacks you straight in the middle of some weird community that you don't quite understand? Well, I ended up getting all these commentary react videos from the commentard community about the lawsuit that I talked about last week. And oh my goodness, are these people dumb? And I don't mean just ignorant, you know? They're not just ignorant. They're dumb. Because they sit there and they're puzzled and they don't know what they're talking about, and they know they don't know what they're talking about, and instead of going out and finding out what it is, they don't. Hello, Mike. How's it going? And they just don't. And it reminds me a little bit of Comicsgate, how all the information about how shit Comicsgate is and how horrible people are treated, it's all out there. Hell, most of it's on my channel. But nobody cares. There's an entire thread on Kiwi farms of CG creators behaving badly, mostly Ethan and JDA. But then you got the psychos like freaking Cider Hype. Tug has his own thread. And man, talk about not understanding how shit works. So I've been digging into that Hale stuff, which I'm not really going to talk about tonight, except to mention this. Man, Tug, just stop. Go talk to a freaking lawyer and stop talking. I know he's covering one of the other myriad of lawsuits, but he says shit like this. So there was a new filing. I'm assuming it was a motion to dismiss. I didn't have enough chance. I didn't have any time to look into it over the weekend because I've been busy getting this stuff ready for you. And he says, and it's long. It's 27 pages. And it doesn't say nothing. And I'm thinking, dude, how do you not understand? Even I get it. And maybe it's because I have some experience writing legal briefs. I know. But when you file a motion, if it's a motion to dismiss, if it's a motion for fucking anything, the first time you submit that motion, you got to lay every single damn fact into that thing, even if you don't think it's going to work. It is. It's all good, guys. Clickety Cat made it. Glenn is here. We can continue with the stream. I wasn't going to stop anyway. Hey, Glenn, nice to see you. And I was just sitting there flabbergasted. Like, dude, you're still talking about the case you're involved in. Just stop. Just stop. And then also, of course, we got Liam flinging around more copyright strikes, a DMCA here, and I'm going to go through all your content and give you a DMCA there. Hello, Edwin. How's it going? And God, Isn't this why he was shunned from Comicsgate to begin with? Hello? Anybody remember? He did not, even though nobody, and I mean nobody, liked SWC, and they still don't. I love you, Thomas. Hey, Rob Curo. Everybody rode Ethan's ass. Not Ethan. Rode Liam's ass about copyright striking their channel until it disappeared. Everybody did. And now you got Ethan sitting over on his channel tonight, all titled to boost up Liam's new battle for God only knows what. I still haven't figured it out. And then we have the ending of Heroes Con. Good old Shane, Baby Cakes, Davis. I'll talk some about that when we get to it. It's going to be the second thing. I'm going to leave Liam for last because I got a shit ton to fucking say about that, man. I just can't. It's just so bad. I have to do this.
A word from our sponsor.
Now somebody later on tonight will probably be e-fapping fucking Liam. It'll probably be Risey. You know, that seems to be his new job. Right? It's not going to be Risey. It's going to be me. I'm giving Risey the night off. Let him go play Fortnite or whatever it is that he wants to do. Besides, I'm kind of broke. I had to spend a lot of money this week, and I can't afford to pay him again. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and start with this H3H3 reaction. It probably won't be too long. Then I'm going to get into a little bit. I got to shit on Ethan a little bit because what's a stream without shitting on fucking Ethan? It's nothing. It's Comicsgate. You got to shit on Ethan. He is Comicsgate, right? I just saw this colored drawing that he put. It was Kyle colored the sketch that he had put on Twitter, and I needed to talk about it for a moment, for a myriad of reasons. So let's go ahead and start with this. I ended up getting a channel. The one I clipped was a woman. It's a no comment chick, because she was actually streaming somebody else, and they were both retarded. And I guess they come from different parts of that ecosphere. And there's a lot of different parts in that ecosphere from what I can gather. But let's go ahead and get into this.
Oh, sorry. That was a flying star. It almost got me. You know her and you love her, guys. Frogan. Reaction by exiting. Here she is getting up to leave the video running as she steps out of the room. Is that transformative? I guess the judge will decide. She said, quote, "It's time to watch the..."
It's your fault for not taking down a pack months ago. Well, I can't fight. I couldn't take that down if I tried, okay? I did have a very terse interaction with him before stream, though. I did message him and express my dismay. Made a very terse interaction over it, but hey.
New Nuke ethically? Hell yeah. Huh. Very smart to say on camera, by the way. She said, quote,
"But it's really funny to accuse someone of harassment and say that you're going to make someone aware that you've been harassing them. And if it's harassment, I guess I would ask, then why is Ethan not already aware of it? Like, what is harassment anyway, right? If a tree gets harassed in a forest, does it make a sound?
I'm sorry. That was just the dumbest goddamn thing I had heard on the internet in 2 days, and I was listening to Liam. If a tree is harassed in the forest, does it make a sound? Like, what the hell is that? This is top commentary, people. This is top.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day. Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
Don't have anything to say? Dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 30 hour?
Oh, I'm struggling to react to this right now because I've already responded to these points 6 times. And this video could have been 20 minutes. Surely not literally every commentary streamer has said that at some point.
This does feel like the Dylan situation, though. Like somebody literally doxes my mods on his stream, and then I get Dylan fans accusing me of harassing him. It does feel a lot like that kind of gaslighting.
But apparently that's evidence of copyright infringement now.
She's actually talking about Ethan, like the gaslighting from Ethan. Mostly she thinks that this youngin up here, even though they probably have different political views, and he's like part of the group that he's revolting because of the copyright thing, and a lot of them are really mad because you don't copyright strike people, and you don't copyright strike people, you certainly don't take them to federal district court. Right? It changes the whole landscape. All these kick streamers and commentards who literally do nothing but violate copyright for hours on end.
Apparently that's grounds to start suing someone. You should just sue people if they say that.
Please, I'll leave it playing. You may use the bathroom, Frogan, although I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and...
Okay, yeah, chess streaming's bad, yeah.
For me, interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happens?
Well, you just pause it. That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like, you get up and you go to the bathroom, you just pause it. They should be watching for you.
Ethan, you're not a fucking streamer, and it's so fucking obvious right now.
If you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the Nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people. I came from the H3H3 Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while his son is in Japan. I'm bothered, having a great time. Exactly.
Guys, they're doing a reaction video, by the way. They're both doing reaction videos. Can you tell?
I watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious intent to steal. They talk.
Okay. Suggesting that you watch it through other people. I don't see that that's stated intention to steal.
Yeah, it's not a stated intention. Yeah, she's not saying, hey, come and watch this on my channel instead of giving him the views. And we're not giving him any views at all because this is ethically watching Ethan Klein. I'm not stealing views from him. I'm not taking his ad revenue. I'm not literally stealing his content and not transforming it. None of that applies right here, young man. Oh, by the way, I have no idea what this little shit's name is. I couldn't be asked to figure it out. Hello, Aldous. Hey, K-Birdie, I didn't see you sneak in.
That's ridiculous. The connection to the ADL, Dan, Ethan, ADL, Ethan, Dan, ADL.
Oh, and then he has to bring in the Jew thing too, right? Because the ADL went after Hassan. I don't know that they went after him necessarily, but they condemned him for his what he would probably, and they probably all think is his based reaction to Hezbollah and Hamas and praising them and calling Nasrallah. He actually called Nasrallah based. So
that connection is much clearer than anything here. This is just people posting on subreddit. She says, hi guys, thanks. Hi guys, thanks. Much clearer connection of coordination. And
All these viewers are coming from the subreddit that posted the link to the YouTube that they're all pirating off of. But no, there's no connection. There's none.
the other case. So what do you say? What's your retarded argument? You're telling people to watch past content while trying to not watch it through any official channels. That's stealing. No.
Epstein watched the content nuke on Ethan. Epstein literally left for did like a chair stream for 5 minutes.
Oh, it's
I think Destiny may have paused the stream, actually. I know. I don't even like Destiny. I watched some of him last night, and it hurt, man. It hurt.
not. No, it's not. If Rogan tells people to go watch, suggests people go watch the other people, that's not necessarily saying you should go and find a one-to-one market replacement, or you should pirate this, or whatever. That's not necessarily saying.
And even if they said that, I don't think that's a crime.
Spoiler alert. It is. It's not going to send you to jail, but it's going to get your ass sued.
I don't think it's a crime saying, like, is it, chat? Like, endorsing a behavior is different than doing a behavior in general. The types of things that you would get sued, over copyright for are behaviors that you yourself are engaging in. It is not telling your audience to do something or not to do something.
That was complete and total nonsense, by the way.
I don't think Ethan's got a lot to hang his hat on here.
Every law tuber disagrees with no comment chick. Everyone. I disagree only because I have a little bit of knowledge about DMCA and copyright. And then when I have questions, I ask a copyright attorney. It's not that hard to do that, right? Yes. If I were to, if I were to get everybody to come over to my channel, or everybody who's come to my channel, and all I do is sit there and stream Ethan, and I don't really say anything, and I pop up every once in a while, and then I just leave, he'd be well within his rights to kick my ass legally. Well within. And as he says, telling your audience is contributory infringement. Like, you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do what you tell them to do. That's why they're like gangs roaming the internet, right? Going after other streamers' fans. It's why you've even got the subreddit to begin with. Hello, Kate. How are you? I hope you're enjoying this lovely weather that we seem to be having on the East Coast. And my God, is it hot, people? It is hot. I was also quite interested. She had said in the stream, you could tell she didn't like Ethan because she had watched him do one live stream by himself. And he didn't have a producer, and he was just running OBS, and it was just awful. I think we get to that. There's a little bit more I wanted to say for the end. But yes, all of those women are in trouble. And I totally forgot to do the Casey Tron video. Her reaction is basically to sit there while stoned off her ass and say, I don't remember watching the content Nuke. He photoshopped me and edited me into that footage. That wasn't me. Like, you think he hasn't downloaded your stream already? Huh? Frogan wiped her whole channel. When you got Denims out there who says she's not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not talking about the lawsuit anymore. So she's ignoring Ethan's content. But every time Asmongold talks about the lawsuit, she totally has to comment on that because she hates Asmongold too. Because that's just another weird bit of how all of this Twitch shit works. They're like, it's like gangs of fucking New York. Streets of fire, man. It's streets of freaking fire out there in the commentard community.
I remember, I don't remember what
This
the
was
first H3 content I watched was, but it was probably something from, it was probably one of his live streams. And then the second thing that I saw was him reacting to Blair White. And he literally just did a live stream. Like it was literally like him, no crew, and he's on OBS and he's badly live streaming a reaction to Blair White. So yeah, he has tried his hand at it before. He's just no good at it, and he's from a different era, and he's not learning the new meta.
The new meta. Apparently, the new meta is not doing any research to know what you're talking about, to sit there for hours on end and say practically nothing. Mainly while you watch other people watch other people watch other people. Sounds a lot like Comicsgate. But seriously, like, what is this? The new meta. The new meta sounds like and looks like, and I've been watching it, it's all crap content. Hey, chat, am I right? Am I right? It's not like I can just go over and freaking Google something. Yeah, because that would be too hard. Let's just ask the chat. Because a chat full of retards is going to know the answer. No offense to any of the retards in my chat. Right? And it's just, most of them just steal people's content. And that's why they don't like the lawsuits. They don't like that things are going to change, that there may be new TOS requirements, or heaven forbid, the platform is going to actually finally start doing something about DMCA. What are they all going to do? They'll have to just not sit there and pretend like they're smart. Yeah. It's so weird, man. And that's exactly why they don't like the copyright claims, because they're all going to get fucked by them. All of them. Well, most of them, because that's the new paradigm. It's the new meta of YouTube and Kick streaming and Twitch. I'm sorry, Kick still got all those IRL dudes. Like, oh, Johnny Smalley, his trial's not until like freaking October or something. We'll get back to him whenever that gets closer. Yeah. Zedwin says, it feels like content to numb the consciousness of purposeless people. Worse. It's even worse than that, because they all get paid. And as Bubba Fat says, the new meta is DMCA. Yeah. And we know all about that over here, don't we? Before we get into Shane and then Liam, because what the hell? Did you guys see this? Did anybody see this? Did you know that Ethan actually has a Master Racer website? It's all coming soon. He's not selling anything. He doesn't have pre-orders for the regular cars or anything like that, but he has a website, people. And then, of course, we have, I believe this is the right one. Yes, where we left off last Sunday. CG Master Racers by Ethan Van Sciver in all caps comics over on Fund My Comics had raised $3,401 with 43 backers. That was right before the stream last week. How far did we get this week? He's now at 4,081 with 52. This is the biggest stinker of a campaign Ethan's ever had. Yes, Glenn, he seriously named it CG Master Racers because he's all edgy and bass like that. And I have my doubts as well. Mike, he had stopped the order, canceled it because of the tariffs, and there's only a 90-day window before the tariffs kick back in. Now, there may be some sort of deal with China, and the tariffs won't be as high as they were back before they were put on a 90-day pause. But I don't know that he's going to get all of his product produced and shipped in time. The shipping can take, shit can sit on a dock and not leave for quite some time, the same way it can sit on a dock once it gets here. And who knows where in the queue he got put back. I can't imagine that they just said, oh, Ethan, sir, Ethan, yes, Master Racers. We make Master Racers next. Never mind all these other orders that are before you. We'll make Master Racers. It can't happen. I just don't really see it happening. He just keeps picking up all this crap. He had said something today where, like, the more backers you have, the more stuff you have to have. And it's like, well, just print a fucking book. The more books you print, the cheaper they are to print. The more Gemini mailers you buy, the cheaper they are per mailer. It's an amazing thing, economy of scale. Instead, he adds cars and things that are never going to show up. He still hasn't taken care of the freaking lunch pail. God only knows what he's going to do with that lunch pail. The one that was supposed to be oversized, that looked like a... When he described it at first, I was picturing the Money in the Bank briefcase, but with cyber frogs splattered all over it. Yeah, I know. I couldn't help myself. But I caught this today. Shit shows up in my recommends, and I thought, I'll just pop in and see if he's talking about Liam yet, since he titled the whole thing in praise of Liam's craziness. And he's showing this. This was a line art that he had up on his Twitter. I guess Kyle just finished coloring, and I have a few issues with it. Both of their heads are in the wrong places. Little Heather Swain here, her head's way too far forward, and so's the other one. They're just wrong, just wrong. But it wasn't until I was watching him and he was talking about this little character with the black hair. No idea what her name is, because I don't give a shit. Yeah, this may not be a cover. It may be a trading card instead. And you see the razor blade she's got in her leg. See, I didn't notice this in the line art because I thought she was just wearing some kind of tights, right? But then he says, well, she's a cutter. Yeah, those are supposed to be the scars all over her legs from cutting. And the one of the major things about cutting, and just goes to show that Ethan doesn't know people, he's not interested in finding out things, is when young girls cut, they cut in places like their arms, the insides of their thighs. They cut under their breasts, in places that nobody will ever see it. Because if you see the cuts, if their parents see them, they will stop them. They don't want to stop, so they hide it. And here he is. Oh, it's not even, he was touting it as some sort of YA book before. And it's going to be dark. And he's describing it like it's some sort of grown up shit. But kids who cut don't do it on their fucking thighs, Ethan. Unless they always wear pants. The absolute stupidity, one, of making this cool. Like, he's talking about it like it's fucking cool that she does this to herself. And I couldn't just let that pass without some kind of comment. Because Ethan's been flashing his ass for the last few days. I don't know if some of you caught his stream. Oh, I guess it was the night before last, when he EFAP'd this youngin' who used to be part of Comicsgate. And then left Comicsgate for his own mental health, thankfully. Because now he seems to have gotten himself together. And or at least is figured out who he is and what he wants to do going forward. And he did a video about his time in Comicsgate. And he was actually the subject of one of the very first live streams we did on this channel. Or, I'm sorry, on my channel. It was my second live stream on my channel. Dean and I did it. And it's a hard cuck life. You guys can go find it. You can't miss it. It's bright red. It's got Lola's old avatar on it because it is about Tug and Lola. It's about Dean and I read DMs between Lola and a porn star. Tug knew about the relationship and he was cool with it. We talked about John Wallace, who had gotten dumped in the middle of frickin' Tennessee, just abandoned in Tennessee. And the Doug Tnaple and Doug Ernst helped bail him out and get him home to New Jersey, I think. And then there was young Dr. Mystery. And sweet young man, autistic, highly autistic, functioning, but highly autistic. And he had other mental issues. But he and Lola had a sexting relationship. And one day, Tug comes onto Twitter and he starts screeching about some guy who's going to all the women in Comicsgate and dropping his dick pic in their DMs. And it turned out it was this one. That's who he was talking about. The guy who was having a consensual relationship with his wife. And then his wife posted revenge porn. And it still makes me mad. It still angers me to no end that they did this. And then Ethan shows up in the comment of his video because, of course, Ethan can't help but show up on little tiny channels in out-of-the-way places if their title mentions Comicsgate or Ethan Van Sciver. And then he EFAP'd it. Not I'm not giving Ethan the benefit of the doubt here that he had not previewed the live stream before he played it. But Ethan went on to his stream and pulled that up, knowing this kid is autistic, just like Ethan's daughter. And it's not the first time he's knowingly gone after someone with autism. I guess it makes him feel like a big man because the amount of food he fucking eats hasn't done it for him yet. But my God, just leave the vulnerable, and I mean the truly fucking vulnerable, out of your fucking bullshit. Notice, I'm not EFAPing anything. I'm not LRJ EFAPed Ethan EFAPing this too. And fuck you, LRJ. Like, what the fuck? We protect vulnerable people. We don't sit there and try to take advantage of them. We don't mock them. I mean, I'll go after anybody in fucking Comicsgate. There isn't anybody left here. There's never been anybody in this place who couldn't handle themselves. And if they couldn't, they fucking left. But God damn it. Just, it's sickening. It is just sickening. No, Kirk, there's internet autism, and then there's real fucking autism. And there's real people with real emotional problems. Like, I don't sit there, and I'm not out on the goddamn internet smashing at Queen Bee every time she flips out at somebody because she imagines and pulls out of her ass in her crazy ass grief that they were attacking her over her dead daughter. I don't. I leave her be. We should all leave her be. We should all leave people like that be. You know, I used to take up for Liam because Liam, fuck, he was in a mental hospital. But God damn it, Liam, just stop. Because at this point, you've shown that you're not all that fucking vulnerable, my friend. And speaking of not vulnerable, we are going to move on, because if I don't, I'll have an aneurysm or something here in the middle of the stream, because it's just fucking gross. It's just gross. And yes, you have. But still. Yeah, Lola was pretty fucking bad, wasn't she? But yeah. Anyway. We're going to move on to Shane and Dan. And what? Okay, so Friday, Dan tries to shake Shane's hand. Shane gets upset because Danny just busted right in between him and somebody at his table. I don't believe anybody was at his fucking table, by the way. But yeah, you're right, Edwin. Liam does enjoy the attention. And I wish he didn't. I really kind of wish he didn't. But I'm going to give it to him tonight because I got a lot to say. So then Friday night, I believe it was Friday night, Shane goes on his drunken ass stream, pisses off, starts screeching at Mike, was probably saying shit about Dan too. And then Saturday, troll Mike and Dan, they're having a little fun. He goes up, hey, no hard fucking feelings after last night, right? Shane won't even shake his hand. He's just sitting there doom scrolling on his fucking phone. And then Sunday happens. And this is how Shane claims Sunday happened.
Hello, guys. I am Shane Davis. I am here addressing something that just seems like it's going to have to be addressed. This isn't something that is I'm comfortable with, but sometimes it's not about my comfort level. It's about what actually probably needs to be dealt with. And in the case...
he's using a filter, right? Like, I saw him in that drunken stream in the hotel room, and man, and it wasn't just being all drunk and sloppy, but his face was fatter. Like, there's no way he's not using a filter, because nobody's lighting is purposely that bad unless you're, unless you're Mandy.
This last weekend, I attended Heroes Comic Con, which is a con I've been going to since I was 13 years old. It was a con I first was showing my portfolios with, whether it be Harris Comics, Marvel editors, stuff like that. And
I thought his inclusion of Harris in there was really interesting because, of course, you all know that's who first published Cyberfrog, right?
Meeting people like Joe Quesada, Todd McFarlane, Alex Ross even. I remember getting my first 2 issues of Kingdom Come signed by Alex Ross and Mark Waid at the time. So this is a favorite con of mine. And for people that are within, I guess, the Comicsgate circle, you'll realize there's been like an issue with me and a comic artist named Dan Frega. It seemed to kind of come up out of nowhere. Through DMs of concerned fans. I found like a recorder that I could wear around my keychain. And I am within my legal rights to record within those 2 states. What I'm going to play here is the snippet of the audio from the confrontation. And the reason I'm having issues with this is I basically had to ask people not to call security on Dan after this. Now, what you're going to hear is a heated debate where I'm talking about how, because of the stuff he's acting like leading up to cons, South Carolina Comic Con, and even at the con, where somebody's recording behind my booth and posting videos out online coming up to my booth, that this type of stuff keeps my wife from going to cons.
Okay, so the video is going to be a little bit distracting, but I want you to listen to the beginning of the audio. Just pay a little extra attention to it.
Also, weighing in 175 pounds, standing 6 foot tall, fighting out of TKO from Statesville, North Carolina. Welcome, Shannon. Baby Cakes Davis.
You guys keep making your bullshit content that doesn't exist.
Right, okay.
I'm being aggressive with you now, and you can totally fucking make content out of this. tell people I called you a fucking cunt. Because I'm calling you a cunt.
Everything's documented, dude. It's
I don't
fine.
care, you're a fucking cunt.
Okay,
dude.
everything's documented.
What you did was wrong.
Okay.
What you did was wrong, Shane.
Okay.
Yeah, believe it.
Dan, here's my read.
Here's your read. What is it?
My read is my wife didn't come because of the shit you pulled.
Shit I pulled. What
online.
shit did I pull?
I'm going to see you at a con.
Okay, and then
so
you
my wife
saw me
doesn't
be very
come.
peaceful in SC.
She doesn't come to these cons.
No, whatever. Don't talk about your wife. You actually disrespect your wife every night with your screams, guys.
Okay, well, anyways, you see all these books here?
They're beautiful.
Yeah, and whose names are on them?
Both.
No. Okay, and guess who's not coming?
Shane?
Okay.
What are you trying to do, though?
I'm not trying to do anything.
Guess what? My kids aren't here because...
Well, dude, I mean, where's your crowdfunding books on your table, man?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hey,
what's
dude,
gonna happen?
what's going on?
What's gonna happen?
Hey, how are you?
What is gonna happen after the book comes out?
I was going to talk to him for a little bit.
You okay, Dan? No, I'm not saved. You can stand right there, Dan. You can stand right there.
Some terrible stuff last night. Fuck you.
You hear of that real quiet at the end. I could not get that audio cleaned up. I couldn't get my audio software to open. I was having some difficulty. But goodness gracious. Yes, of course Shane said he's not safe. That's the whole thing. Oh, it keeps jumping. That's the whole thing, Edwin. Like, he's too unsafe. But this is Shane the fighter, man.
What happened there is once Dan said, I'm going to fuck you up, a passerby at the con came in and put his elbow across, kind of, and shoved in and told Dan, I'm talking to him now. And that's when Dan goes, you're saved, whatever. This is a complete stranger. I'm still kind of mixed feelings on this event. as you could hear, Dan said, you know, I had permission to play this.
Actually, Dan never said that he had permission to play it. He said, you're going to make content out of it. And it wouldn't matter because he was in North Carolina. And North Carolina is a one-party consent state. He didn't even have to, Shane had to go and make a big fucking show out of recording it. Like, so fucking pussy.
I mean, I held my temperament and all of that, but I think if I had anything to say to Dan Frega, he should go work on his book.
Shane should just stay working on his book as well. But yes, that audio was edited to hell and back. It doesn't start at the beginning. Remember Ethan said that about the Mandy thing? Well, it's not all. It doesn't start at the beginning. Well, this one's fucking true, bruh. It does not start at the beginning. And from what I understand is Shane was the one who called Dan the fuck over. Shane was so fucking scared of Dan Fraga, who, no offense, Dan, but you're physically looking a little rough. Some yoga might help, right? So he calls over Dan Fraga to talk to him because he was so fucking scared Dan was gonna hurt him at the con. 2 goddamn days, Dan did nothing but try to shake his hand twice. And Shane's such a pussy that he takes the advice of people in his DMs and gets himself a little key fob fucking recorder. Because he couldn't turn on his phone. He was already being obvious. He might as well have just turned his fucking phone on. You know, there's an app for that. And he pretends like he's all scared. And, oh no, Dan called him a cunt, people. He is a cunt. He's a total cunt. And that's coming from someone who wears that badge with pride. Right? I mean, Dan's obviously being sarcastic when he says, I'm going to fuck you up. And I bet you it was more like, what, because I'm going to fuck you up? Right? You're scared of me because I'm going to fuck you up? Is how I read it. But that tape just release the whole goddamn thing. I know we're still waiting for the emails about C2E2. But for once, Shane, for once, own up to your stupid little op and release the whole audio. That's all I have to say about that. Yes. Shane has PTSD from the FedEx guy. The weak should always fear the strong. And Shane is weak as fuck, which is probably why Shane decided to get into MMA. By the way, his form is really crap. If you've ever seen him kick in the bag, it's ugly. It's truly, truly ugly. Wasn't this just the plot of that movie where Charlie Day and Ice Cube fight? Pretty much. Pretty much. From Edwin, when I rolled up on Miller and Fraga, Dan said fudge. And I said, Dan Fraga tried Jesus. Don't try me. I'll whoop your ass. And then we both had a laugh over it. I've never met Dan. I didn't get a chance. I wasn't able to go to Heroes Con. I had to work on Saturday. And there was no way I could get out of it. And it's like 5 hours for me. Maybe next year I get the day off and Edwin and I can carpool or something. But I've spoken to him in DMs. Yeah. They're still trying to, now all of Shane's little minions are on Twitter once again calling Dan a groomer because he'd met his wife when she was 15. even though they never dated. He married someone else. She married someone else. They both got divorced. And then they found each other again after that and got married when she was 28. Those are the kind of fans that run through Comicsgate. They just say the dumbest ass shit. No foundation, not even something you could sit there and go, well, maybe. And even if you do ask that, maybe, the evidence is scant to none. And now you got Yellow Flash. Oh, yeah. Yellow Flash's book hit 100K. That's going to start a whole new round of malding, along with Eric July and that song, which I never listened to, that that's at the top of the Amazon, #1 on Amazon and hit the top of Spotify. Now, they may think that's no big deal, but it is. If you want to talk about someone doing something instead of just taking fucking money from the rubes to fund your lifestyle. Literally what Ethan says on Twitter. It's to fund his lifestyle. It's not to put out more product. It's not to invest in his business. It's just to fund his lifestyle after he maybe gets a book out. So, once more, Into the Breach. If it will play. Boomer, that's my first
All right, a
boomer
word
of the day.
from our sponsor.
Now, somebody later on tonight will probably be e-fapping fucking Liam. It'll probably be Risey. That seems to be his new job. Right? Liam. But first, let's talk about Call Me Mark and the Krishna Kid, which is how this latest Liam thing all started. I like Call Me Mark. He's a bit of a character. He's a little weird. And unfortunately, he is a commie. Like, really is a communist. Thinks that shit actually works. And he crowdfunded his book Krishna Kid, which is of course about Krishna. And it was this huge idea. Right? It wasn't just for one book. It was going to be a bunch of books. It's the life. I mean, it's the folklore and the tales, and it was going to be everything. And it was too big. He just streamed a couple nights ago that he will be refunding the entire campaign. It's just not working out. His artist has school and other things. He's got work. He's not able, the time. It's just a lot. It really is. And unfortunately, I guess the young gentleman finished the book and it just isn't what Mark wanted. He said in the update on Indiegogo, he said the flow, the pacing was just bad. It wasn't as quick, and it just wasn't what he had in his head. And a lot of that was Mark. A little bit of it was the art. Some pages that would have needed to be done, some little editing that would have had to be accomplished. But that's normal for most of these projects. And so, of course, he is now refunding it. And as part of that, Liam had to have something to say about it because, as we all know, Liam is an expert crowdfunder. So let's start with that.
You're no longer chasing the great white whale. I think that's pretty much what's happened here. Would you agree? To use a literary reference.
Well, so someone asked me earlier
I feel
today.
like that literary reference is over the head of like 90% of comics.
It's Moby Dick!
So in Moby Dick, Captain Ahab's obsessed with chasing the great white whale, and
Did Piper just say that's over the head of 90% of Comicsgate's head? The Moby Dick?
Yes. It is
Yes,
over the
and I
head
have to.
of most of Comicsgate. You can sit there, you can say, but it's Moby Dick. We all had to read it in school. How many people actually read it? I didn't go to school that required us to read Moby Dick. I did that on my own. I know, because I'm weird. But yes, the reference is over most of their heads.
Keep reminding myself of the shit, I've forgotten the words for it. I have to keep reminding myself about sunken cost fallacy and it. Like
yes,
I know that I've spent a lot of money, like but that's not a reason to not stop. Like the Daredevils, right? And one of the problems that the bind that I'm in is that I can't like make something else like because I was behind on Krishna Kid, like I had to do that. Like there's no excuse to like make another not Daredevil book. Like why am I working on that book?
If you're not doing anything because you're not the artist drawing the book and you've written the book, I'm gonna fucking assume, right? This is the thing that fucking shits me, and this is a sort of average. I'm not surprised that this is the opinion held over there right now, but it's like, let's say that you've completely done your job. It's all done. You've got basic oversight to do, basic editorial work, right? Pretty fucking easy work, frankly. There's no reason you couldn't instead write and release another Not Daredevil and just go, hey, look, this is taken all. Imagine if I didn't do Dino King because Wonder Island wasn't out. If you're the guy.
Brand. Anybody remember Brand? Brand 2. It's went up on Indiegogo long before Brand ever even saw someone's inbox. And it destroyed Bryce in the community. Liam seems to think he's Ethan. And that just anybody will accept, that everybody will accept just anybody opening another campaign before they've fulfilled the last one. And it doesn't work. It does not work that way for anybody but Ethan. It just doesn't. This is pie in the sky, Ethan talking big and Liam talking big and talking out of his ass to what? Impress Frog fucking Tony? Frog Tony?
Guy drawing it, like if you're the guy drawing the book, yeah, that's all your time. But if you've written it, you've done it, it's done. It's just, fucking you're just waiting for the dude to draw it. There's not that much to do. There really isn't. So like, what was Commie Mark doing? Like, what was taking up all his time? Yeah, apparently he's not talking to the guy that's drawing it. It was supposedly written because the guy is drawing it. Like, or maybe it wasn't written. I don't know. Maybe was it not written, and that's why he told the guy to go back and redo it? I don't know. I need someone to explain to me what the fuck's going on. And this isn't a troll. I don't fucking understand.
Remember earlier when I said that nobody does any fucking research before they bother e-fapping and reacting to these stupid streams? Liam could be sitting there right now pulling up the update page on Indiegogo and reading all of this himself. But he won't. Probably should have done it beforehand. Good evening, Morg. It's nice of you to show up for work this evening. I only boomered once, but I wouldn't have boomered at all if my fake producer had been here on time.
According to the update, he gave the guy the script. The guy drew what he wanted. But then when he looked at the pages, he went, "Oh, this story isn't moving at the pace that I needed to," when he was lettering it. So I guess he wasn't satisfied with the art, and then also it wasn't at the quality that he needed. So he needed different art because apparently the panels wasn't working the way he thought they were going to work.
It wasn't the panels. It was not. It was a few panels according to the update and just some minor editing. Mostly what Kami Mark is talking about in the update, and all of you can satisfy your own curiosity and head on over to Indiegogo and look it up, is about his own contribution, that how Mark had written the story and how Mark had laid it out just wasn't working for him. Probably kind of like in a way that one page kept Richard Meyer from publishing a book for like 18 months because he obsessed over it, but in a slightly more healthy way.
Not one fucking Kami Mark, dude. As someone who was formerly one of your mates, why the
There's
fuck
a
didn't you
reason
release
why
another
why Liam
not
is
Daredevil? The
formerly
money
a
you
mate.
made from that, you might have been able to use to, you know, hire a different artist or hire someone to help with the art, or, you know, pay me to fix everything for you.
Pay Liam to fix everything for you. Because Liam, he's just a jack of all trades. But no, I take that back. He's a master of all, not a jack of all trades. Right? Just craziness. And I'm sorry Mark's project has failed, but if you did back it and you're not sure what to do, head on over to the stream and he tells you how to get your refund. I guess he's doing it like in phases because he had sent out some perks. So, you know, it's like negotiating with Mark about how much he would refund you. And it sounds like he's pretty much like, yeah, you just want to have $5 off of what you paid? Okay, I'll give you $5 off of what you paid. You know, that he's being very flexible, but you'll have to contact him directly for that. And that stream that I just edited up of Liam led to him copyright striking Matt Barr, because Matt Barr EFAP'd this stream. Apparently, Liam struck him for 3 minutes of content containing a piece of his art. Even though Liam wasn't talking about his art, his entire stream was about this. The only time he showed his art was basically as a commercial. He showed a bunch of stuff from his Twitter, so it's already public. It's not like you're slicing up fair use in order to show it on a stream when Liam's showing it. But they're talking about other stuff the entire time. So when Matt's commenting, he's commenting on the dumb shit or whatever he perceives as the dumb shit Liam is saying, which was probably most of it, and wasn't really paying much attention to the art. So Matt clipped off the last few minutes and reposted it. He did file a counter notice, but this is how it went on Liam's side of it. I just want to see, we received a copyright removal request for your video. Based on applicable copyright law, we removed your video from YouTube. Liam is calling this a victory, even though Matt counter noticed. The only way Liam will win this and can claim victory is if he now sues Matt Barr. That's not going to happen from Australia to the US, no matter how many times Liam says his lawyers are working on it.
Appreciate that.
I don't have anything on this computer. This is all my tech stuff. My other computer has the more of the impressive artwork on it. Like this just has not gonna
Does anybody believe that? Because I didn't believe it when he said it.
work. Yeah. But you'll get through, man. So
So this is the artwork. I'm gonna go ahead and
I
lower
got
the
given
volume
money,
here so you
and
can
that
hear
meant I could
me
hire better
instead of so much Liam. This is the artwork that he struck Matt Barr for. Go ahead, try it, Liam. This is fair use. This is what fair use looks like. It's interesting. I don't like the composition of it. I don't like the big, huge circle in between. What are those scales? I'm not really sure. And it's kind of like Godzilla with extra shoulder pads. I mean, it's all right, and I do like the shading, but overall, I'm just not all that impressed with it. I don't know who did it. Liam claims they were talking about how it's so hard to get in touch with the artist, yada yada yada. This guy, I can't get in touch with him, or this guy, this is done by some super duper secret big name. And he was also talking about his, how he could reinvest his campaign money, and he's able to do that. I don't know how. He didn't make enough of a Dino King to really profit much of anything. Instead of his, quote, meager residuals. From what, Liam? What? What residuals? From what? That book you claimed you wrote for Scholastic that you didn't? I don't know. So he struck Matt Barr for copyright infringement, and then today proceeded to stream for at least 2 hours. I only saw that it was 2 hours, and it was still going. It was still going. And this is what he streamed. Hold on. I'm going to turn the volume back up, because my gosh, is Liam chatty.
Often, so why not just keep going with it? May as well just go all out and say it. The earth is flat, birds are government drones. And
Liam didn't say a single
received 81 million votes
solitary thing for hours as he stole someone's content for hours. He played Senate hearings for hours and said nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Imagine the fucking ball, he's only got one, left on this guy. This is the least transformative content that has come out of this ecosystem since forever. Well, actually, no, I take since the last time Liam did this shit. The reason Liam deletes his content is he gets caught in shit like this. He just plays other people's content. He says shit. He says nothing. And then he deletes it. Literally, Liam is working. He was still throwing up chats. I guess he considers that transformative if every 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, he tosses a new chat up onto the screen. Yeah. Transformative. He does this he used to do this all the fucking time. There was this one guy who was like some visual artist dude, and he was always playing his shit. And then today, right after striking, Matt Barr, Liam, just fucking stop. Because then he gives us this on Twitter. Well, it was clipped and it was on Twitter. I didn't see the whole stream, but this is just amazeballs.
This is the rules going forward. Run and hide all of your videos where you're attacking me, or I will strike them, or apologize. Cease doing it. Do a short stream where you go, we condone striking channels, and that is a tactic. Let it be done. If you bring up that
I'm sorry. Do a stream where you say you condone striking. I ain't doing no such fucking thing. I do not condone false strikes, Liam. And that's what you're doing. You want to break TOS while you claim other people are? My God, man, quit EFAPing their shit. And they'll quit EFAPing your shit. Stop talking about them. Stop doing weird ass crap. Just stop. Concentrate on your fucking books that you haven't put out yet. Concentrate on the books you want to put out. But just stop talking about them. Quit making threats towards people.
Struck Matt Barr 1,000,000 times to me, I will just continue to do it. So go, it's done. If this is done, Matt can take a timeout for 1 week. When he comes back, I expect no further videos accusing me of sexual misconduct. It would be wise of him to remove the videos that he has accusing me of sex crimes. And if he does not, then Matt will lose his voice. And then anyone who platforms Matt Barr will lose their voice for ban evasion, for platforming someone who is using ban evasion.
If Matt Barr were to lose his channel, I can have him on as my guest any fucking time I want. And that is not ban evasion.
I will spread this like across the entire space until everything is removed. If I am kicked off Kings, if I am punished, if I am hated, I will do so anyway. Because this conduct is unacceptable. Consider this hard moderation. This is not the product of my feelings being hurt and me not being able to take jokes. This is not the product of, like me being a dickhead or wanting attention. This is me being tired of the hypocrisy and the bullshit and the elaborate gay ops, two-faced nonsense, and hypocrisy that essentially comes at us at a daily basis.
There is no two-faced hypocrisy because they don't fucking like you, Liam. They don't like you. They say so on the internet. Oh, no. Big swoon. Don't forget to put the back of your wrist up to your forehead as you lean back. My God. Threatening people. I'm going to take... I dare you, Liam. Come after me, bitch. What are you going to do? So you copyright strike me. I can't stream for a week. Big fucking deal. I stream once a week. I don't care. I don't care. Do you think it's going to kill me to not be able to stream next Sunday? No. Because I'm just going to file a fucking counter notification and my channel will be up in 7 days. From the day you strike me, it will be instant. That notification. I don't have to hide myself, Liam. I don't have to hide behind a fucking proxy to copyright strike people. Which is what you did. Because you're a coward. I'm out here. Strike me. And I know what they're talking about. This sexual misconduct. It all goes back to your Nerd Wonder. That Nerd Wonder girl. Who I'm not a big fan of. Whatever. Her art's cute though. Her herself, I'm not a huge fan of. And I'm sure, yes, I'm sure, I have no doubt that she did jiggle those DMs just a little bit. She didn't show them all. She probably skipped some parts. But you know what you've never done, Liam? You've never shown them at all. According to you, they were fake. Oh, fuck. I don't believe anything Lidl fucking says, Chris Stanley. And you shouldn't either. Lidl's fucking nuts. Lidl's all pissed off because Liam went back to Comicsgate. Lidl probably wants to fuck Micah Curtis, and they both hate Liam. That was just my own opinion. I'm not that. But yeah. No receipts. No real receipts ever came from Liam about the Nerd Wonder situation, which is why it still hangs out there. You had plenty of opportunity. You've had fucking years to prove it wrong, and you haven't. I think you got flirty with the chick when she was working for you, and you said some inappropriate things, and I bet she cut out some of her inappropriate responses. But we'll never know. So you just got to let it lay there, Liam. And the more you complain about it, the more you sit there and say it didn't happen without showing any fucking receipts, the more people will continue to talk about it. Just fucking stop. Stop getting all butthurt when you feel insulted. What is now affecting your business is your reaction to them. Look at fucking Eric July. A year and a half. Ethan slamming him, going after him on Twitter. Everything Ethan can fucking throw at him. It went on for so long that Ethan got sick of doing it. But why did Ethan get sick of doing it? Because it took Ethan a year and a half to figure out that he was getting no fucking reaction. Eric July stopped paying attention. Yellow Flash gave 0 fucks. Yellow Flash didn't even care that you were sharing those fucking DMs. Yellow Flash was resigned to the idea of being doxxed by you. By Ethan. I mean, just stop. Just ignore them. I never watched when people were bitching about me. Wiggle fucking dragged my sister out. My sister. Do you know what streams I've never fucking watched? Just ignore it. It's not that hard. It's just going to take a little bit of self-control and maybe figuring out what kind of content you can actually do that doesn't involve complaining and kvetching and bitching to your chat about the mean things people say about you on the fucking internet. It's that simple. I don't give a shit what people say. Ethan doesn't seem to give a shit what people say. Edwin doesn't give a shit. Chris Stanley doesn't give a shit. We don't care. Maybe we're just tougher. I don't know. I don't know. But you should practice it, Liam. Practice not caring about what people say about you because it's unimportant. Because it's just the fucking internet. It's not real life. And it's too late for you to scrape up and save your online reputation as far as your fucking books go and selling books, because you've waited too long to get out of this space. Or better yet, just quit this space altogether now. Go find a whole new niche. You know, you can sell comics without Comicsgate. You can sell comics without having that fucktard frog Tony on your stream, or sucking up to Katie did, or acting like a big fucking man who's going to threaten fucking everybody if they don't do things your way. Because we've been hearing a lot of threats from you, Liam, about what you're going to do. All these people better fucking fall in line and do what Liam wants them to do. It's ridiculous. It's just dumb. And the kicker, after all this, I still kind of like Liam. I just want him to stop doing all this dumbass shit that makes his life fucking harder. Because that's all he's doing, is making shit harder on himself. And just like I said at the beginning, Ethan is only using him like tonight. He's just using you for views on the off day. Because he's already bitched about everything else. Now I'm done bitching. I know. You guys are glad. I get it. It's okay. It's all right. Maybe I'll be here next week. Maybe I'll be DMCA struck for showing Liam's picture. I don't know. But he can try. And I can take him down after. Metaphorically, I'm not talking about trying to destroy his channel or trying to destroy Liam, because he's done a good enough job all on his own. Thank you, Henry. I feel much better. Everybody have a great night. I hope to catch you next week. But if not, we'll just relax. All of you over here on this side of the pond have a fabulous 4th of July. I got myself a little red, white, and blue dress and everything that I'm going to wear to work. Oh, real quick, crazy fucking story. I know, because it's kind of about work and my brain just jumped there. So I'm in the shop and I see this fire truck lights flashing outside in the street. And there were no sirens, so I didn't even notice it. And I look out and there's a truck, every cop in town, and there's this car parked there. Apparently this woman hit a telephone pole, backed up, drove, I don't know, like 1/4 mile, parked in front of our shop, and then walked in all casual like. It was the weirdest fucking thing. Weirdest thing. And then she leaves. And she ducks around the other corner and goes around the back of the building so they can't find her because they don't already have her car. They towed it. They put this weird kitty litter shit all over the road so in case the car decided to blow up. Yeah. It's so strange living. I figured she had to be all like cracked out or something. You know. Anyway, weird little anecdote of my week. On a personal note, which I never fucking share because it's the internet. And yeah. Anyway, this time for real. Good night, everybody. Thank you for stopping by.